Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to the show this week. And as always, I'm your host, David Burrows here. Appreciate you taking time to be here and watch the show today. Happy Victoria Day, or Happy Victoria Day weekend. Are you camping? What are you doing out there? Did you have some fireworks happening, or what are you doing? Whatever you're doing, I hope you're being safe. I know there's lots that's been going on, so enjoy yourselves over the weekend for the Victoria Day weekend, right? Some people, did you have to work today? I know there's a lot of things that were closed, but not sure if some people still had to work or what. My first guest is going to be here in just a little bit. Jay Peckham's going to join me shortly for talking about St. Francis Advocates and their golf tournament coming up. And Jay Peckham, of course, the famous Jay Peckham. And look at that. He's already sending me a message saying, what's the link? Come on, Jay. Be prepared, fella. So I better send that to him or he's not going to be here. Oh, Jay. This is the great thing about live. Anything can happen. So we better take care of our friend Jay Peckham so that he'll be able to arrive here. All right, he's got it. Lots of things happening. Just before we get started and talking about all the things that are happening, we want to talk to you about the Video Show Network. And of course, here on the Show Sarnia page right now. So if you're watching from there, that's fantastic. You can type in your comments down below in the comment section, and we'll be able to see your comments, but only if you are watching from our Facebook page, because we are simulcasting thanks to, while we're on the network, and the live video hub, thanks to my friend Stephen Healy, who I did a broadcast with earlier today. We're simulcasting a lot of different places and on my personal page. But the only way to see your comments and your questions for myself and for the guests here, if you want to talk to them, is here again, right there on your screen, the Show Sarnia Facebook page. So please come on over and do that. And we're everywhere. We're on Twitter. We're on Twitch. Do you know what Twitch TV is? It's like YouTube for gamers, but now they've opened it up to everything. So if you're looking to do some broadcasting yourself, live streaming, twitch.tv, we're there at TVSN World. And head on over to our website, tvsn.ca. There's things you won't see here on the Facebook page, but you will see over there. And we've got lots of new shows being added. And on the Video Show Network now, we've got about 12 different live broadcasts that are happening on a daily basis, and they're from all over the world. So we're really excited to announce that we've got some folks from the United Kingdom, from Australia, States, and all over broadcasting live now on the Video Show Network. And of course, Instagram. It'll be on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, you're not cool. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if Jay Peckham is on Instagram, because he probably is, because he's cool. But anyway, he is on Instagram. All right, a couple things to talk about before we get to our first guest. The lacrosse Pacers still struggling a bit out there, but they're not done yet, and we'll be back this Saturday, May the 26th. We've got all the home game coverage exclusively on the Video Show Network. We'll be broadcasting that live. And this just in, this young fellow by the name of Liam Henderson, he's, if he's watching, I hope I don't get it. He's about 10 or 11 years old, and he wants to be a professional announcer, broadcaster for sports. He really loves hockey. He's a big Toronto Maple Leaf fan. And he came on the Sarnia Sting show with me last year, and he also came on to a Pacers game last year and helped me commentate one of the games. And I ran into his mom and him out the other day, and I invited him back. So he will be joining me this May 26th is what's going to be happening down at the, it says Sunday, but it's not, it's Saturday. Dear goodness. Anyway, we'll be down there Saturday, May 26th at the Point Edward Memorial Arena for the next home game of the Lacrosse Pacers, and we'll be broadcasting that live. And as I said, my friend Liam Henderson will be my co-commentator that night. He's really excited to be there, and we're excited to have him back. Fantastic fellow. HT Glee is coming back to the Imperial Theatre, and Carrie Beauchamp, of course, a strong lead in the Hidden Talents program, Nightingales, and a lot to do with entertainment in the theater world, if you will, here in Sarnia Lambton. I've known her for many, many years, and she does a fantastic job. But she wanted me to point out that she doesn't do it all by herself. While she is the lead on this, she has a fantastic leadership team. And we want to make special mention to Jamie Davies, who helps her out as well, Olivia Gogas, Hannah Fader, Katie Kuskoff, JC Cowan, and Stephanie Smith. I hope I said all those names right. But I talk to Carrie, and whenever I do interviews about anything that she's doing, it is really, really difficult to get her in front of the camera. She just doesn't like to do that. She likes to let everybody else have the spotlight. So, Carrie, you are awesome. And speaking of awesome, we got to meet up with some of the cast of HT Glee, which is, again, going to be starting on May the 30th at the Imperial Theatre. And a few of the cast members, if you will, join me for a quick interview. We're going to go talk to them right now. Let's take a look. I know the background looks a little funny. We're in a kitchen, but we're actually here for a rehearsal for HT Glee. It's coming back to the Imperial Theatre starting on May the 30th. And I've got some of the characters, I guess you will, or participants. What's your name?
Charlize.
All right. And you are?
Lauren.
Josh.
All right. So is this your first time being in HT Glee?
Yeah.
What do you like about, have you done any other performing before?
Well, I've done festivals and competitions, but this is like the biggest thing I've done.
Yeah. So what made you decide you wanted to be a part of this?
I tried out for, I forget what it's called.
Okay.
But something that Carrie did.
All right.
But I didn't make it, but she told me try out for other things that she does. So I did it. I tried out, and I figured that out that I got in.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that. So don't quit, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And what about you?
This
is this your first time? Or?
No, this is my 3rd year in Glee and my 10th year on the stage.
Wow, that's amazing. How old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay, so you've been doing this since you're like 10 years old. You've been performing?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember your first performance?
My first big performance, I played Susie in Carrie's Nightingale chorus, and then I got the role of Annie.
Oh, wow,
at the
okay.
Imperial Theatre, yeah.
That's awesome. What is it about theater that you really like the most?
I like how you can just be yourself, and you get to make other people laugh or be happy, and it's a fun time.
Yeah. Is this something like you think you want to like do this professionally?
I would love to, but I'm actually going off to Western next year to pursue political science and become a lawyer.
Wow. Oh, okay. I better get your card before we go in case I ever need you, right? And Josh, can I just get you to step over here and get Josh up here? How long have you been performing?
So this is my 3rd year in this show, and I've been performing since I was about 6 or 7. So this is my 8th or 9th year performing.
Yeah. So I guess you kind of like it.
Yeah, a little bit. I have been a little bit of a character my whole life, so it kind of suits me, this kind of lifestyle.
So when mom and dad say you're a character, you should do this?
Oh, yeah, I'm the youngest of the family, so I've always been the special one.
Okay. So what are you doing in this HT Glee?
All of us are singers and dancers, but some of the biggest parts of the show that I am in, I am opening the whole show in Greatest Showman. I'm the soloist.
Oh, nice.
And I am also a soloist in a few other songs like Sit Down and a few others, but I won't name too many. Keep it a surprise.
Right. You're going to make us buy a ticket and come and see it.
Of course, of course.
That's awesome. And you're, thanks for that, Josh. Charlie, you want to come back here? What else are you doing? You're doing some dance routines in here as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which do you like better, singing or dancing?
Singing.
Yeah.
But because I've been singing for around 5 years, I've never really had an experience with dancing.
Okay, so that's new to you then.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you enjoying that though?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of rehearsal, right?
Mhm.
That's awesome. All right, and what about you? Let's switch you around there. I'll let you come around and talk to me again. What do you prefer, singing or dancing?
Singing for sure. I'm not a dancer.
Yeah, but you got to do some dancing in this, do you?
I do. I actually have a tap dance in my solo Forget About the Boy.
Oh, okay, so this is a challenge for you then.
It is a challenge. I did it once before, and I think I did okay, so I'll have to try it again.
Okay, that's awesome. Everybody come on back up here again and tell everybody right out there to come and see HT Glee. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Come see HT Glee.
All right, starts May 30th at the Imperial Theatre. Go online to imperialtheatre.net to get your tickets. I'm going to be there for one. I hope we'll see you there. All right. Well, some of the cast there from HT Glee joining us. You can see how excited they are to be a part of HT Glee. And again, Carrie Beauchamp and her team. Once again, she really wanted to make sure that her team got recognition. So one more time for Jamie Davies, Olivia Gogas, Hannah Fader, Katie Kuskoff, JC Cowan, and Stephanie Smith. And it starts May the 30th. You can go to Imperial Theatre .net to get your tickets. I'm going to be there checking it out. Why not? Come on down and have some fun. This is definitely an all ages performance that you're going to enjoy. Again, HT Glee starting May 30th. Thanks, Carrie, and thanks to part of the cast there for talking to us here today. All right, well, hockey fans, if you haven't signed up yet, we want to keep reminding you, time is running out this Saturday, May the 26th. Your last chance to sign up your team for the 3-on-3 hockey challenge. That has been taken over by our friends Aaron Zimmer and Rob Jenkins from K106.3. And they're taking it down to Canada Park this year in the middle part of the parking lot. And they're even going to have an elite team. So if you think you're like pro and you want to play, they've got some elite players that might want to take you on. And this is an all ages event. And they're doing a really good job this year at trying to pair things up evenly, if you will. They don't want anybody to go and get slaughtered. They want everybody to go and have a good time. And Rotary's going to be there with a barbecue for raising funds for Rotary. And as part of the, they'll be supporting the Stephanie Shaw Memorial Tournament, which is coming up later this summer as well. So you can go online, go to Facebook, 3-on-3 Hockey Challenge, and get your team signed up, have some fun, and hopefully the weather holds out nice. But rain or shine, they say they're going to play hockey anyway. So that's happening down at Canada Park on June the 2nd. And if you're not playing, you're welcome to go down, enjoy the barbecue, and watch some fun and great hockey down there as well. Ignite Sarnia. It happens about once a year here in Sarnia. Last year was there broadcasting it. And what it is local people, you get an opportunity to tell your story or pitch your product or what you do, but it's got to be positive. And you get 5 minutes. And PowerPoint presentation of 15-second slides for 5 minutes. And there's about 7 or 8 people that are going to be presenting this year. And it's going to happen down at the Mix Lounge in downtown Sarnia, just in the back room there. I've got that all reserved. And you're welcome to come down and watch in person. And if you can't make it down there, the Video Show Network there will be broadcasting live, so we can bring it right into your home. You're going to want to check this out. Some really super fantastic people that are going to be talking and sharing their story or impacting you in a positive way. So it was very exciting last year. And then last minute, I got asked to go up and speak, and yeah, they threw me off. But we had a good time. It was very, very enjoyable, and the speakers were fantastic. Kat Cabahar, the Painted Cat, one of the speakers there, and Megan O'Neill. And there's a whole list if you just go onto the Facebook page for Ignite Sarnia. And again, that's happening Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 7 o'clock at night. The doors will open at 7 o'clock. The broadcast will begin, and the show down there will begin at 7:30 p.m. sharp. And check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. The Barra McNeils. Are you a music fan? You got to be a Barra McNeils fan. The Imperial Theatre is doing a fantastic job of attracting great acts and performances and theater, of course. But the Barra McNeils are going to be there this Thursday night. There's still some tickets available. And again, you know how to do it. Go to imperialtheatre.net. Barra McNeils only going to be there for this one. I've never seen them, but I hear they are super duper fantastic. So get out and enjoy some great entertainment. And you know, the thing about going to the theater in downtown Sarnia, there's all these different wonderful, fantastic restaurants that you can go to. I mean, that's what I do when you go out. You go out, dinner and a movie, you go dinner and theater, right? Get dressed up. Why not? Have fun and enjoy the Barra McNeils. Again, imperialtheatre.net is where you get your tickets for that. The men's fashion event for the Kidney Foundation also happening Thursday as well. Still a few tickets left for that. You got to move really fast if you want to get out there for this men's fashion event. I have not been to it, but I know some of the gentlemen have been involved in it, and they say it's an absolute blast and a half. And of course, supporting the Kidney Foundation, just going to the kidneyfoundation.org or kidneyfoundation./holy. Just Google it. You'll figure it out, right? All right. Moving on to the next. Babysitters. Do you have some young children looking to be a babysitter? Well, now's the time. they got to take a course for that, right? And Brights Grove Optimists have got that happening out there as well. We'll show you those details. Check that out. And all these things that I'm talking about here today will also be posted on our Facebook page after the live show. So check out all the information there. I'm done watching the show, but Brights Grove babysitting course is also coming up this Saturday as well. Get signed up for that. And the Boo Radley Project coming to the Refined Fool. Have you been to the new Refined Fool yet? It is fantastic in there. Stopped in there with some friends there last week and even got a tour. Nathan gave us a tour around the new Refined Fool. But this is happening down at the old, I don't even want to call it the old Refined Fool, but the old Refined Fool downtown Sarnia is where the Boo Radley Project is going to be there. They've always got some great entertainment on the weekends. Trivia nights during the week. I went in there on a Tuesday night downtown Sarnia to the Refined Fool, and it was packed. So there was maybe 1 or 2 spots open, so you could walk in there, but they're pretty busy down there, and they've got some great entertainment coming up as well. Time to clean up our beaches. The city of Sarnia already had cleanup day on April the 21st. This is being put on by a local creative group, and it's beach cleanup. Yeah, well, you know, the beaches, they get, I guess, dirty over the wintertime and stuff, and there's probably lots of garbage to get cleaned up. So if you want to find out more about that, they got a Facebook page, Facebook event happening there for Beach Cleanup Day. They're looking for some volunteers. Get out and help with that coming up this Saturday as well. Lots going on this weekend. I can't believe, I know I've said it a couple of times before, but I can't believe I still hear people tell me there's nothing to do in Sarnia. I don't get it. I've been doing a show about it for 7 years. There's nothing to do in Sarnia. You have to get off the couch. You've got to move. I'm just saying, there's lots to do in Sarnia. And if you can't get off the couch and watch, you can watch some of it online on the Video Show Network. Here's another one we got coming up. The second annual virtual jail and bail. Last year was a great success. And there is a picture of, maybe I can enlarge that so we can see. There is Judge Brigham Justice. He's a nasty old judge, and they're looking to raise a whole bunch of money, and they're going to have some folks arrested and brought into the Sarnia Police Headquarters where this is going to take place. And I'll be there live and commentating and having fun with Judge Brigham Justice. As long as I don't get thrown in jail, it'll be a good day. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not sure if you understand or realize, so Crime Stoppers is a nonprofit organization, just like a lot of the nonprofit organizations we talk about here on the show, and they don't get funded from like they have to go out and raise their own money for Crime Stoppers, just like any other nonprofit. So they're not funded by the police board or anything like that. Your tax dollars are not paying for Crime Stoppers. So they're an important part of our community, and that's why it's important to do things like the annual bail and jail. And they've also got some golf tournaments and bowling tournaments they do. So they're out working hard so they can continue to be a strong part of our community here. The Crime Stoppers second annual virtual bail and jail will happen on May the 30th at noon until 3 in the afternoon. And there's definitely going to be some interesting court cases happening that afternoon. So be sure to check that out on our website, tvsn.ca. All right, he's waiting patiently, and I'm going to make him wait just a little bit longer. Everybody's having troubles getting into the show. I don't know. Let's see. Live streaming. Here's what we got to do. You got to do what you got to do. I'm a one-man show here, folks. Bear with me while I share this with our next guest. I wasn't supposed to tell. And I'll let him know. It just can't go smooth. It's fine, it's right here. All right, hopefully that works out. All right, sitting patiently in the lobby, ladies and gentlemen, my friend, Dave Peckham.
Ding, ding, ding. Was that a dash or a slash or a dot or what there, Dave?
A dot or I don't know. And I'm still teaching people how to use this platform.
Absolutely.
I'm working on. This is ridiculous.
It's a holiday. It's a holiday, brother. That's all there is to it. It's a holiday Monday.
And you're working, are you?
No. I'm at home.
Oh, okay, because you're.
Can't you tell by the wonderful Sarnia Sting paraphernalia in the background? I'm at home.
Okay, well, because your thing said you'd be doing this from work. But
well, and I thought I was working, but then I realized it was a holiday Monday, and so no, I was going to be at home. So I'm actually here from home, but about work.
Right, gotcha. Fantastic. So you're working overtime. Do you get paid overtime for this?
It's a not-for-profit, right? Overtime is kind of a myth, kind of like the Yeti,
Yeah, fantastic. Well, you're a busy guy. Like I see, because you were on here just like I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yep.
And then you were giving me a hard time for the whole winter season. And
yeah, well, for sure, absolutely.
And you're involved in SMA baseball.
Yep.
How's that going?
We're doing really well, actually. Cash calendars are selling well. We've had 2 weeks of winners, and I have to tell you, every time I pick up the phone to say, hello, this is Jay Peckham calling from SMA. Hey, congratulations, you're a winner. I have to tell you, those are the most fun phone calls to make. If you've never had to ever call somebody to tell them they won something, it's awesome. I highly recommend it.
You're like that Ed McMahon guy.
yeah, for sure. But yes, so it's going well. I mean, certainly we could sell more cash calendars. So if people are looking to, if they got $20 burning a hole in their pocket and they want to make a whole lot more money, certainly buy a cash calendar for SMAA, and we'll hook you up.
Awesome. Well, here today, though, you're talking about St. Francis Advocates.
This is true.
I'm not sure that everybody understands just what that is. So let's talk about what the St. Francis Advocates is.
Sure. So St. Francis Advocates is a developmental services agency. We're based in Arkona. At least that's where our administrative office is. But we have 12 locations that go all the way from Port Franks in the north end all the way down to Harrow in the south end. We have 12 residences where we support adults with autism and developmental disabilities. And all of that entails. I mean, when you're talking about a residence, you're talking about 24 hours a day, 7 days a week supports. And we are the agency that provides those supports. So the wonderful thing about St. Francis Advocates, we've been around for almost 30 years now. And, the wonderful thing is that we started off very small in sort of a rural setting. Our first location was in Petrolia. We have a farm location there. And very quickly, one of the things that was developed, St. Francis and how it became about was that it was very much a family sort of oriented process. It's we supported people, not just as if we were guests in their home, but as if we were family guests, kind of staying over sort of thing. And I think what's happened is it's really developed from there. And now, even though we have some very rural settings, most of our locations are very much, in the rural areas. What's developed is this very home-like atmosphere. We're trying our best not to treat it as a residence or as a workplace,
okay,
or as a business. We don't just prepare meals for the people that we support. We actually advocate for them, and we assist them in making their own meals, and then we join them. It's that kind of environment that St. Francis Advocates has developed, and because of that, the turnover in people supported is really, really very low, which is terrific. We've had a lot of the same people we've had for a very long time, and it's just a great place to work because of that.
This is a long-term support system.
100%, and it's only adults at this point. I mean, I think the youngest person we support is probably somewhere in their 30s, and we have people that we support that are well up into their 60s and 70s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
Where are these are all people from, this is Sarnia Lambton area, or how far would they?
No, we go from, we have locations in Port Franks and Thetford and around that area, but we go all the way down to Harrow and Wheatley and Woodsley and Chatham area and stuff. But again, Dave, most of our locations are really quite rural, right? So like our Tilbury, we call it Tilbury House, but it's actually RR5 Wheatley, as if Wheatley was big enough to have 5 rural routes. You know, Wheatley's a really tiny little place. A great place, but it's a tiny little place.
Right. How long have you been a part of St. Francis?
So I've been with St. Francis for 6 years. When my last gig, I sort of left there. We parted ways. I went back to school and got my my diploma in human resource management, and this was really pretty much my first gig after that. And you know, I walked in and one of the things about St. Francis Advocates is they have very few people sort of in the administrative layer. We are funded exclusively 100% by the Ministry of Community and Social Services, which is terrific, but it means as a not-for-profit that's fully funded, you know, sort of the scope of what we can use those dollars for is very limited. So it's limited by, you know, the ministry and the envelopes that it comes out of, and most of it goes to supports, directly into providing supports for the people that we do support. So when I came in, I was one of the few administrators, and it was really very much an all hands on deck sort of thing. You know, there's myself and an accounting officer, and we have an accounting clerk who does payroll, 2 directors of operations, the executive director, and really that's all. And we have 12 locations, 2 or 3 other programs where we, you know, support people, supported independent living. We have our Stepping Stones program. We have some Share Your Home programs and a few other things on the go. And we have that's all the administrators we have for almost 230 employees in 12 locations across 3 counties. So we're spread really quite thin. And, you know, part of the reason why we do our fundraising events, because we have 2 major fundraising events that we do every year. One is our golf tournament and one is our pasta supper in the South End. But part of what we do with that is that really for us to go over and above, and we love to do that. We love to go over and above for the people that we support. These dollars are for those things. It's for the things that aren't funded by the ministry. It's for community events and activities and trips and stuff like that. One of the things that we do every year is we plan a beach or a camp. We have a space that we get from Erio Beach on Erio Beach, and we bring all of the people that we support, or as many that want to come and they get an overnight camping experience, which they might not normally get otherwise. And so some of the money will certainly go to help us with that event, among other things, you know. So there's lots of things that we can do, again, in sort of going over and above, you know, providing that sort of minimum standard of support, right?
Right. Fantastic. Well, that's a mouthful and a half. That's a
for sure.
That means you need lots of money, right?
Yes, we do.
We're looking for some golfers here. Are you a golfer, or do you like to be?
Well, I'm not sure that what I do could actually be qualified as golf per se. But I have been known to take a bag of sticks and chase around a little white ball on some green stuff.
Right.
What's that?
Look good on the golf course?
Yeah, well, you know, for sure. You know, I like to think so. Yeah. I mean, my wife thinks so too. I don't know how many other people might, but you know, we do.
Fantastic. Well, we're almost out of time here with you, Jay, but tell everybody what they got to do to get into the 12th annual golf tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. So our 12th annual charitable fundraising golf tournament is held this year at Witter Station, and you can get more information on our Facebook page. So it's www.facebook.com/mysfaorg, so MYSFAORG. And you can look us up there. We have our event there as well. You can go to our website, which is www.mysfa.org. And we do have an events page and a little more information about St. Francis Advocates, or you can simply email events@mysfa.org, and I will be happy to send you a whole lot more information about our tournament. It's $110 a golfer. We do $440 for a foursome. We have a corporate special, so you can get your team, a foursome, and a whole sign for $500. And then we're also looking for sponsors. We're looking for people who just want to get their name out there in support of St. Francis Advocates. And we have a full sponsorship package, and we can send you that information as well if you email us at events@mysfa.org, or again, check us out through the website or the Facebook page. Either way, you can get a hold of us. And we're also looking for donations. We're looking for, sort of corporate donations, things that we can use as raffle or auction items as well. Or if you've got little things, but a lot of them, we're also doing golfer bags, so we'll have something for every golfer, and you can get your information into that bag, with a chapstick or a bag or a stick of bubble gum or something along that line. Lots of ways that you can be involved.
I don't have to be good by any means to come out and do this.
No, not at all. It's a fun tournament, and actually this year we're bringing back one of the things that we used to do in the first probably 6 or 7 years was we would have the best dressed team contest, and man, it got hilarious. I think that one of the last years we did it, we had a team of superheroes. We had Team Canada that came out with all sorts of flags everywhere. I
could dress up as Herb Tarlick.
Perfect. See, and you come with your Lonnie Anderson character bring a foursome, and absolutely. I think it would be a whole lot of fun.
All right, sounds like a lot of fun. It's happening out at Witter Station as well, right?
Correct. Wonderful course. The first time we've done it at Witter Station, and they've been absolutely terrific so far. So come support St. Francis Advocates. Have a great day on Witter Station. It's a wonderful course, and they're busy remodeling their clubhouse right now to include a tap house. So it's going to be it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Looks terrific. So we're very happy. Thank you to Justin. Our friend Justin out at Witter Station, and Alan Stubbs, the owner. So
perfect. Jay, always good to see you, my friend. Let's we got to get out to let's go to Brownstones and hang out there for some food and stuff.
100%. I'm with you, brother. Just send me a message and we're in.
Sounds good. All right, take care.
All right. Thanks so much, Dave.
Yes, my friend Jay Peckham, always joining me for something. You think I'm busy? That guy's busier than me. I'm telling you. He's working hard for St. Francis Advocates, and you don't have to be a good golfer. 'Tis the season for golf tournaments. You can go again onto their website and get more information, or if you're on Facebook, just head on over to their Facebook page. There it is up on the screen. Thanks again, Jay Peckham, and good luck to you with your golf tournament, their 12th annual golf tournament out at Witter Station. All right, our next guests are in the lobby, and they've got something to share. And I have to tell you, just before I bring them in, I'm watching already, and I can see they're holding back the excitement. They're saving it for when they get on screen here. Courtney's getting really super excited there. They have every reason to be excited, and I've had the privilege of getting to know some people at Lambton College here in Sarnia, and Matt Hutchison is another one that I've gotten to know very well. I call him a friend as well, and I'm very, very proud of him and his team for what you may have not even heard about. Like, do you understand? And one of the reasons I have them here is because I'm so proud of what they've accomplished. But I want the viewers in this area to understand what an amazing, world-renowned, and I'm not even kidding, world-renowned college that we have right here in Sarnia Lambton. So they're in the lobby right now, and we're going to bring them online. They are part of Enactus Lambton. Hey, Matt.
Hello.
Hey, Courtney.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
Can you hear us okay?
Fantastic. Can you turn your phone into landscape mode?
Landscape mode?
Landscape mode.
This way, sideways.
This way? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's way better.
No.
Here.
Can you hear us?
No. Okay, go back to the
Oh, I messed up already.
Oh no, what's happening?
Turn it back.
Go back. Go back. Okay.
There we go. That's better.
Can you hear us now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is it better? All right. Sorry, it's our first time. Yeah. But we catch on quick.
Congratulations, by the way. This is super exciting. You guys are national champions for Enactus.
Thank you. We're really excited too.
Tell everybody.
Oh man, it is.
I can't hear.
It's hard to hear you, David. You know what we can do is we could probably jump in a vehicle, and that way it'll make it easier for us to hear you.
Okay.
All right, we'll walk and talk.
Well, hey, so yeah, I just want to know. We want everybody to know what Enactus is.
Court. Yeah, we have. This is.
Is entrepreneurs in action for us. So we do projects all over our community, our country, and even around the world in saving lives in what.
All right, we're losing you. I don't know if you have a very good. Your signal's not very good. We've lost you. So, hear me. I'm going to drop you out, and I'm going to ask you to go out and come back in again and see if that helps. We're going to stand by and wait for them to rejoin us. Enactus, I really want this story to be told because it is super exciting of what Enactus Lambton College has done. So stand by, and we'll get back to the Enactus group in just a moment. So just stand by for one moment, folks. All right, we're just waiting to see. Looks like Matt and Courtney are trying to reconnect in here. We'll see if they're having anything. There we got them. Okay, we're going to try this again. They're sideways, but that's okay.
Hey,
there we go. Turn your camera the other way.
all right.
Let's try this again.
Welcome to the world of live streaming.
This is fun. We're having fun.
Right? Maybe I can get the Enactus group to help me out. I don't know. Welcome again. This is Matt Hutchison and Courtney Neilson. They're part of Enactus Lambton College, and they're national champions. I'm not even kidding. And they're I think I've got a picture here. I don't know if you guys will see it, but there's a picture of them.
There
Yeah, that's it.
And okay, so let's tell everybody what Enactus is. Courtney, can you describe that for us?
Yes. So it's entrepreneurs in action for others, and we try to create a better world for everyone. We do community projects. We do projects across the country and across the world. We have projects in Zambia, Africa, to improve people's lives in so many various ways.
Now that's a nice general description of Enactus, but let's get to the bigger picture of how impactful Enactus Lambton College has been. Like, we're talking taking, am I right when I say about 250,000 people out of poverty?
Right.
That's correct. And
that's amazing.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's amazing. That's incredible, and to be able to do that from our little Lambton College, right?
I know, absolutely. It's to give everyone, I think, a greater appreciation for the scale of Enactus. So Enactus is an organization that's entering into its 30th year here in Canada. And over the years, it's expanded, it's gained momentum, and now it is in 36 countries. Over 1,700 institutions around the world have an Enactus program, and over 80,000 students work on Enactus social enterprise entrepreneurship type projects that make the world a better place for us all. And, even though here at Lambton College, we're doing some amazing things, there's amazing things happening all around the world. Just going to the competition where At Nationals in Toronto last week, we competed against 70 other institutions, and hearing what all of these other students are doing is incredible. And I think that's what gives us a great sense of pride in being a part of this organization, is we are a group of people that are competing against each other to see who's done the most good in the world. And I don't think there's a better competition than that.
I couldn't agree with you more, Matt. And I know you and I have gotten to know each other over the last few years, and I've been able to learn more about Enactus, and just getting to know you as a person. I mean, you've grown yourself as a teacher in all of this, and you've got an amazing group of students beside you in this. I guess it's a challenge, but a victory at the same time. What do you as a teacher or part of the faculty, I guess, what do you get? You must be getting some great feelings out of this.
It's the best job in the world. There's no other way to describe it. You know, one of the things we kind of take from Jim Harbaugh is, who has it better than us? And we say, nobody. And it's so true, because every day I get to come to work and I get to work with amazing individuals like Courtney and Maria, Megan, Brittany, our 4 presenters that won the national championship, and a handful of other students that are dedicating their time. You know, the most amazing part, I think, about Enactus for me is these students who, you know, in most cases are carrying part-time jobs and full-time jobs in some cases, also carrying a full course load, and just trying to get their career started in life. They're then on top of that volunteering in excess, like Courtney this past year has volunteered close to 3,000 hours of her time and on these projects, and that's amazing.
Yeah, well, Courtney, I want to talk to you now. And Matt, thanks for sharing all that, buddy. I'm super proud of you. You know that. Courtney, I don't know you really, but I'm proud of you and your team as well. You know, as someone who's lived in Sarnia all his life, seeing this happening in my own backyard, and then connect to other communities around the world. What's your story? What are you taking at Lambton College, and how did you get involved in the Enactus program?
Okay, so I started at Lambton College taking my business administration diploma in human resources, and I actually finished that last year. But because of the partnership that Lambton College has with Nipissing University, I can continue my education at Lambton and get my undergraduate degree in just 1 more year. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's
fantastic. And yes. Are you someone who's working as well?
Yes, I'm working full-time right now. So I'm doing my degree part-time.
So you're working full-time.
Yeah.
You're working on your future part-time, and then you're involved in Enactus. How did Enactus come to the forefront for you?
Okay, so 2 years ago, as part of my diploma, we take a capstone course, and Matthew was my teacher. So we do 8 presentations a year in it. And the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario was coming to Lambton College, and he said, "Hey, do you want to come present for her?" And I said, "Sure, like, what's the topic?" I never heard of it. And then he gave me the script to read to her, and I just started bawling my eyes. Bawling my eyes out. I had never heard of what Enactus was doing before. And then I said, I have to get involved, like, right now. Tell me more.
And then you've gone on to be a part of something great that continues to grow. And you know, Enactus created a peanut butter factory, hippie peanut butter. Is that right?
Yes, it did, in rural Africa. It's crazy.
It's amazing. And this rural African place is now sustaining itself and has its own economy.
Yes, we help them create a diversified economy. And now they're just like any other economy, deciding where to spend their money in infrastructure, in schools, in health clinics, everything.
You know, you're going to have a great story to tell when you grow older.
I am older.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm older than both your ages put together. back though and tell this story of how you were to be that impactful on a world, not just like, you got to feel pretty good about that, and you had to feel pretty good, by this picture there. You guys beat out some. Let's brag a little more here. You guys
Just a little.
big schools and universities.
Yes, mostly universities. So out of the 70, we beat out about 47 universities and just over 20 other colleges. Yeah.
You've got to know you're a part of something huge here, Courtney. What do you see down the road, like say 5-6 years from now, you're done and out of college? Do you see yourself staying connected with Enactus somehow?
Yes, 100%. When you graduate, you can still stay involved as an alumni, and I'm telling you right now, 100% I will.
That's fantastic. And by the way, Matt, I need to get some hippie peanut butter. I'm waiting for a jar of that stuff.
Well, we have a team over in Zambia, Africa right now, so we can hook you up with that.
I'll take a case. I'll tell you what, I'll take it.
It is it's so good. It is so good. It is 100% organic, all natural, no preservatives, no additives. It is just pure peanut butter, and it is pure delicious. It is so good.
Awesome. Matt, what's next for Enactus? What are we seeing coming down the road?
Well, even though we've done so much good and our students continue to find ways to innovate, there's a lot of things that we can do locally. There's a lot of things that can still be done in other places around the world. So we're looking at identifying what those needs are and how our students can look to satisfy those needs and overcome those obstacles. So we're trying to do some things locally to help out our different populations here locally, but it's always developing and always looking to continue to change the world for the better.
Yeah, fantastic. So are you looking for local partnerships as well? Is that like, can people reach out to Enactus and say, what can I do to help?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we field contacts all the time, people reaching out, just wanting to get involved with our projects, and whether it's being a subject matter expert, helping us to develop material, content, or in sponsoring and partnering with our program to help in whatever project it is in any way. So there's many different ways that people can get involved with our team, and the support is always needed. We're never turning people away. If you want to help people, then you are on our team, and that's what it's all about with Enactus.
Fantastic. Courtney, what are the relationships that you've been able to create locally at Lambton College, but have you made some other contacts with other Enactus folks from different cities?
Yes, completely. And this national exposition that we were just out blew that out of the water. The people I have met and the things that they have done, and to say that I know them and that I can contact them is just incredible. If you would have asked me 2 years ago if this would have happened to me and I would be sitting here, I would not have believed you. So it's just incredible.
It was really special. I think for Lambton College, with everything that's happening right now with Lambton College, the expansion, the rebranding, our applied research department just got named the 3rd best applied research center in Canada. There's so many things that are happening that make our institution world class. But at this event at Nationals, to have other universities and other colleges and their administrators coming up and saying thank you, not congratulations, but saying thank you, because it was a true David and Goliath moment where little Lambton College was able to overcome all of these other universities, and we are going to be the first college to represent Enactus Canada at the World Competition. So it's so exciting for us.
Next, right?
Yeah.
You're going to San Jose next?
San Jose, California, yeah.
I heard a little story, and we do got to wrap up because I've got Mark Perrin waiting in the lobby here. But
yeah.
I heard a story, I think on the radio. Was it John or whoever was interviewed, and somebody made a comment that said, "Wow, 3,000 people. That's a pretty big business school." And he said, "No, that's
All right.
we kicked your ass."
Yeah. Yeah. It was actually, at the Champions Dinner, Ian Aiken, the chairman and CEO of Enactus Canada, he said, so yeah, he said the same thing. Your business school, 3,000 students. That's awesome for you guys. That's going to make such a big difference for your business school. I said, no, our business school is about 50. And he said, well, you guys are easily the greatest impact per capita of all of Enactus Canada, which was pretty awesome.
Fantastic. I know we could talk a whole lot more about this, and anytime you want to come back on the show and talk, Matt, you and I should get together. We do some more things together. And Courtney, thank you for taking time out of your Victoria Day weekend.
Thank you.
Well, and
I do it anytime.
all right. Any final words before I kick you out of here?
I'd just like to say that, our institution here in Sarnia, Ontario is doing some amazing things. What it's been able to provide to our students as a platform. And I don't think our institution gets enough credit for everything that they do. And so, if you just want to learn more, go check out Lambton College. There's some amazing things happening. If you want to learn more about our program, you can go to enactuslambton.org. We're always open for partnerships. So if you want to help, any ideas, anything like that, we're open to work with anybody. So thank you, David. Thank you for bringing us on today. It's always a pleasure, and we look forward to the next opportunity we're on your show.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you both very much, and congratulations once again. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
All right, there you go. Matt Hutchison from the faculty of Enactus at Lambton College, and Courtney Neilson joining us in there as well. You can see the big smile on her face for sure, and you can hear the proudness coming out of Matt Hutchison. I've had some great conversations with Matt and he always talks wonderfully about the Enactus and the students and what they're doing. So I'm so glad that we could get him on. This guy, super excited for him. All right, I got to move on. Bluewater BorderFest is back, coming to Sarnia once again in July, and we've got him back. We got him this time. I think he's ready. Mark Perrin, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dave, I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for taking time out of this holiday to be here.
No problem at all. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Yeah, I'm not that you're really getting much holidays or time off right now between your work and Bluewater BorderFest for a second year.
Yeah, absolutely. Things have been pretty busy the last few weeks, and mixing in there with kids playing sports and starting new things with soccer and baseball and all that. So it's a busy time of year, but we're excited how everything's coming together, and I feel the weight's kind of been lifted off the shoulders with the announcements and with tickets now on sale and everything else.
Now, last year was the inaugural year for Bluewater BorderFest, and I think some would say, like, this is a lot of work to put on. People don't realize the amount of work and effort, money it takes to put something like this on. But it's nice to see, that park being used for these types of things again. What was it that you woke up one day and said, I want to do this Bluewater BorderFest thing?
I think it was just having some concert experience prior to doing Bluewater BorderFest. Ran different events and concerts, nothing to the scale, I guess, of what we're doing. But really, it all started. There was a group of about 6 of us who all went away, and we were down in Florida, and we were talking about, hey, Centennial Park's opening, and it'd be great to see a concert happen again in Sarnia. And then one of the guys kind of looked at me and said, you've put on concerts. Why don't you call a couple of the artists and whatnot that you've worked with and see if you can get something going in Sarnia, and started. And from there, we put our heads together, and really it's developed into a small little army of how to how to get help and put everything on. But it's been fun. It's been exciting, and I think this year, just seeing the growth that has transpired already this year compared to last year, I think it's going to be fun in the future. Absolutely.
Yeah, and last year was fun. I mean, a lot of risks were taken when you put this kind of thing on, and there were a lot of obstacles and challenges, but it turned out well. We had a lot of fun. We're looking forward to being back there again and participating. But I guess the most important part, you got to sell tickets, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That's a big part right now that we're trying to push on the marketing front. Is how do we sell some tickets? And it was good. Lambton Mall. I think the biggest thing this year. Last year was a lot of planning and getting everything up and running. This year is allowing us to not only myself but some of the different people involved all able to get our faces out there a little more in the community and do some community different things, like we were just at Lambton Mall talking to people, and I think that's going to be a big part and big difference is just people can kind of learn about us and who we are, and we aren't a Live Nation or a big entertainment company putting this on. This is a group of local people that are all really pulling in the same direction to make something for the Sarnia Lambton community happen.
Yeah. And you include there's going to be vendors down there, right? Food vendors, obviously.
Yeah, we're going to have food vendors. We're going to have different vendors who I guess are selling different items, and then displays as well. So we're still taking requests, and it seems like we have quite a few interested in doing the layout on what it can all look like.
Yeah, and some community organizations are going to be there as well. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're kind of going for the list, but we're working with Pathways for sure. They're going to do our 50-50 draw, so 50% of the proceeds basically go back to help fund Pathways. So that's a great partnership we have. We're working with Canadian Blood Services, so they're going to be distributing some information, but we are planning to do a blood donor day with Bluewater BorderFest. So we're setting that up here in June, and working with Bluewater Taekwondo. We're working with I'm trying to think St. Joe's Hospice. I know of our golf tournament. We're donating some tickets, and waiting to see on Deeker Bauer what kind of their direction is, and hopefully partner with them as well. And then Canadian Cancer Society too. So those are the ones for sure. I know there's a couple of us that have reached out and just more got to play catch up and see what we can do. But we definitely want to help as many organizations as we can in some way, shape, or form, and really make this one of the leading community events happening in our area.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you and your team, because I know you're kind of the front man, but you've got a team of people helping out behind the scenes. And you had some great success with the acts. Let's talk about the acts here. There's some local happening here as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah, just trying to mix in, so it's a nice mixture, right, between local music and Sarnia. We're so lucky with so many great musicians from this area and around here. I mean, building off last year, I thought it was fitting to really start the event with Eric Etheridge and his success and kind of build that out for country. But the goal has always been let's bring in rock, let's bring in classic rock, let's try to bring something that catches as many people as we can, and year after year we're going to keep trying to do that if all is successful. But yeah, this year we have Corey James Mitchell Band. They're from Sarnia. He's doing really well right now on the Sirius XM Spotlight, so we're really looking forward to having him play. And then also on Thursday night, Drew Jacobs is one of the faster growing U.S. artists right now, and he's from Port Huron, Michigan. So I like to say just on Thursday alone, they kind of, I don't want to pin them against each other battling, but it kind of represents both flags on the logo, and right there is a lot of what we stand for. And then Drake White, I think his music kind of speaks for himself. He's got a few number ones, and it's fantastic live. I haven't had the pleasure to see him, but from the different people that I've talked to, we're in for a real treat on that Thursday night to see him play.
I've heard of myself, but I know some country fans and whatnot, and they're like, "Oh, that's exciting!" So that's a big deal to have. And Corey James Mitchell, like I said, from Sarnia, I've talked to him, I've seen him play. He's fantastic, and doing wonderful. So maybe we'll hear some shout outs on stage between Corey James and Drew Jacobs. Maybe it'll be some fun competitiveness there.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be nice to have them kind of going a little bit of a back and forth. And I don't know, maybe my goal is always to be unique and try something different. So I've kind of mentioned it. Hey, is there any kind of songs we can do that maybe everyone sings on stage at the end of the night? So we'll have to see if something like that gets put together or not.
All right. Now, Rock Night, this is exciting. The Guess Who is going to be here, and Honeymoon Suite.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Guess Who, they're very popular. Obviously, coming back, they're doing a North American tour right now. There is no Burton Cummings as part of it. We've been asked that I think a 1,000 times, but he hasn't been in the band for 15 years or so. So unfortunately, we're in the business of providing entertainment, not bringing groups back together that that might have split up. So, I think Guess Who, from their agency, how they've said it is you're getting the best Guess Who there is, and the touring Guess Who for North America with that act. And actually, they're down in Disney playing, I believe, this weekend. And from what I've seen of both shows, they're really rocking the stage and getting people involved and up and dancing. So it's going to be fun.
Friends who saw them, I think it was last year over in Port Huron, I think it was, and they saw them. They said, "Yeah, they were awesome. It was the Guess Who up there, right?" So,
yeah, and I think so. You throw that in with Honeymoon Suite, and I've heard quite a few stories now of Honeymoon Suite from playing the Sarnia Arena days and
yes.
bringing them back to town. I think it's going to be really a treat for everyone to have both bands playing together on the same night. It worked out in a schedule, and really those are the first two classic rock bands we kind of looked at this year, and really made it to be, instead of originally it was going to be the Thursday night, we made it work for the Friday night instead, which so far so good. It seems like a lot of people in Sarnia are getting tickets for it and excited to see them.
I remember seeing Honeymoon Suite at the old Dow People Place. A couple of times, so that's exciting. And some local bands here. Well, Jabrito, and one person of Jabrito in particular is going to be super excited for this. Tony Zangoli, the drummer for Jabrito, I told him I was going to mention this. He's been able to be in bands that he's opened up, I think, about 5 times for Honeymoon Suite, and he is the biggest Honeymoon Suite fan in the world.
Absolutely. Yeah, we went into Picker's Alley there, and I said, Tony, how would you feel about opening up? And his eyes just kind of lit up, and right away he said, "Oh yeah, can I do it? When can you let me know?" And I said, "All right, we're putting together the contracts, and I'll keep you in the loop and let you know." But you're kind of a first. Yeah, you're kind of a first pick. We've had Tony and the guys from Jabrito play our Fireman's Field Day event that a bunch of us on the committee is a part of. So, there's a bit of a connection in history there, and when someone's that excited to play, we try to put it all together.
I was in there last week talking to Tony and had a good conversation about it. It was the day before the announcements, actually, and I said, "Oh, congratulations, by the way, Wink." He's like, "Oh yeah, it's awesome. That's great." And Aces High, they're another group that's going to be playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve reached out to us about playing early on, and really, it was okay. How do we make it work? The question was, are we going 3 or 4 bands? And I think it's going to be a 45-minute set with them, and just from the local acts they're playing around town. It's going to be great. They're covering a lot of great classic rock songs and sound fantastic, and we're glad to have them on board. Yeah,
this is getting more exciting. And now as we move on now to the Saturday night as well, the Ark Elves are coming to Bluewater BorderFest.
Yeah, the Ark Elves, I think they're definitely at the height of their career so far, and it just seem to grow and grow right now for them. They just are finishing up a tour over in the United Kingdom, and I think a couple other places in Europe. But after going and playing for Team Canada at the Olympics, and they have their other show in Hamilton is sold out at 15,000 people. So we're nowhere near that capacity. So we'll see if we can hit. I think the 5,000 is the top we can go. So if we can get somewhere close to that would be amazing for Sarnia and the city. And Yeah, just even the support that's with Matt Mays. Matt's definitely he actually was on tour with Ark Elves, and both of them actually played with Tragically Hip a bit back a few years ago too. So there's a bit of a Sarnia connection. I know they've been here a couple times as they've been growing their careers, but yeah, between those two, I think that show, as far as the big names you're really in for a treat on just amazing. It's pretty cool going through the video right now that they have, and just seeing the packed crowds and everyone singing and dancing and just really enjoying themselves, and can't wait for that atmosphere. Basically partying back in Sarnia Bay.
Yeah, and some other local talent there. Rodney James and the Ride, they're from Sarnia, right?
Yeah, they're from Sarnia. So actually, a buddy of mine's in the band, Tyler Smith. So he's one of the he's the owner of the Woods Hair Salon in town, and he kind of approached me right at the beginning and said, "Hey, we'd love to be a part. I love what you're doing here. How can we play?" And him and I go way back, and kind of said, yeah, let's make this happen. Let's put you guys in. So they were Rodney James and the Ainsworth brothers, and recently changed the name to Rodney James and the Riot. And we're playing a few other Sarnia events, and we said, absolutely, if we can support you guys, we'd love to have you and make it happen. And yeah, that kind of leads into to Dave Russell next.
Yeah. Dave
So,
and then you've got another act.
Yeah, so there's another act. We kind of, when we originally did it, one of the things we were striving for on the Saturday, we have the daytime program, which is going to be about 1 till 5, and it's open. We have a couple girls playing that night, but we really this year we're trying to search for a kind of female act to come in and play, and really with the women's movement and everything else, thought it would be great if we could do that. So we've gone through a couple different girl bands that we thought we had, then they were booked another place, and we've kind of pinned it down. And actually this week will be the big announcement when we kind of do it out. But it's I can let you know who it is. It's Dear Rouge is the band's name. So they have a top 20 hit right now on the rock charts, and they've basically, we're just getting the paperwork together to make it 100% official, and look forward to slotting them in just before Matt Mays. So we'll go our local 2 acts, and then they'll play, and followed by Matt Mays and me, Ark Elves.
All right, fantastic. Well, we got it here first. Dear Rouge is fantastic. And we'll be down there. The Video Show Network will be there all weekend, and I'll be there running around with a microphone, and you're going to let me talk on stage again and do the MC for you, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave. And I wanted to, I know you asked, I saw there on a text, it's been a little crazy, but you asked about giving some tickets away. So I wasn't sure how you wanted to do it, but I want to offer up, if we wanted to do, I guess, start with Thursday night and do a pair of tickets for Thursday night. I'll leave it to you how you want to give those away, but
I'll make a post on our Facebook page, and I got an idea. We can
perfect.
On that, and we'll give away a pair of tickets for that. Thanks for that. That's awesome. And I know we're going to be giving away some more tickets.
Yeah.
But what we want people to get out there and buy the tickets. Sarnia, do not wait last minute.
Yeah, and you know what? We're happy. I haven't checked today where we're sitting at. But I was pretty yesterday after pre-sale. I was clicking refresh every few hours to see where we are, and I know we're getting close to 400 or so tickets already sold. So it is going, and the one thing that I'm noticing, it's neat. The online ticket program, Ticket Scene, tracks where people are buying. So I know the farthest one away is Montreal right now. That we got some people from Montreal coming to visit our neck of the woods. And then also we've got some people, I think we have about 10 people from Michigan already purchasing tickets, and Toronto area. And yeah, it's exciting. Bringing people to the city for tourism. And, if you're in Sarnia, don't wait, because we might get bombarded by a lot of out-of-towners coming in to watch the show. And if you're local, we want to make sure you're able to catch it too.
Fantastic. Mark, thanks so much again for taking time away with family and the holiday and stuff today. So do appreciate it, and we're excited to work with you. Before I let you go, is there any sponsors you want to mention?
Just our whole list is on the website, but Trans Canada, they've been huge this year. The Trans Canada Corporation stepping up, not only helping us out, but giving back to the community as well. Recently with them, with some of our partnerships and things we're giving away, they actually have went out and said their tickets, they're going to be the ones donating to different charity and community programs as well. So they've been huge this year. Obviously, the Celebrate Ontario funding, I don't think this event might have got off the ground this year without that kind of funding to really secure the Ark Elves and Guess Who, and really that funding secures those big names and basically covers the down payment where ticket sales have to cover the remaining. But getting that all in order was fantastic. And then just everyone, Cogeco, Nova, Carpenters Union, hopefully more. We've reached out to a lot of local companies, and we're really looking forward in the next few weeks to hopefully put more sponsors onto this and really get everyone involved.
Awesome. Well, super exciting things happening, and congratulations on the success of last year, and hopefully a bigger success this year, and then start planning the next 5 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't wear out that voice, Dave. We're going to need you to be loud announcing on stage and getting everyone fired up for the 3 days. So thank you for everything you've done to support it, and we look forward to continuing to work together.
Yeah, happy to be a part of it. Mark Perrin, thanks very much. Take care.
Thank you, Dave. Mark
Perrin, organizer, Bluewater BorderFest, the lead organizer, I will say. I know he's the front man, but he always tells me he's got a great team working with him as well. So Bluewater BorderFest tickets are on sale now. Go to bluewaterborderfest.com to get your tickets for that. Don't wait. So there's about 400 or 500 tickets being sold. A lot of people out of town buying it. That is really exciting as well. So Sarnia, you've been asking for something to come back to the park, and it's here. So get out and get your tickets, have a fantastic time, and help Bluewater BorderFest grow into the future, because I know Mark has no intention of going away with this, and they've worked really hard. And it's nice to see the Port Huron side of things coming in there as well. So Bluewater BorderFest, looking forward to that. And as I mentioned, I'll be there all weekend. I'll be the MC, and I'll be running around live streaming with a microphone, and we'll have some special things going on. And keep following along for your chance to win, as Mark said. We're going to give away a pair of tickets to Thursday night's event, so follow us along. I'll probably have that posted up within the hour, how we're going to do that. It'll be a fun one for sure. All right, well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I want to say thank you once again to all of my guests who joined me here today. We started off with my friend, Jay Peckham from St. Francis Advocates. They're looking for some people to play in their golf tournament coming up and support them as well. And then our friends Matt Hutchison, my good friend Matt Hutchison, I don't mind saying that, Matt Hutchison and Courtney Neilson from the Enactus program at Lambton College. National champions, big things happening at our little college here at Lambton College, world-renowned college now, and bigger things coming. Thank you, Matt and Courtney, for joining me. And of course, just now, that was Mark Perrin from Bluewater BorderFest. Wow, more things coming. Check out the Video Show Network page as well. We now have about 12 live shows that are happening every week from Sarnia, from the United Kingdom, to down in the United States and Australia. There's lots of people going live on the Video Show Network, so check that out as well. All right, everybody, thanks again for watching. That's all the time I got for you this week. Have a great week, and even better weekend. I'll see you next time right here on the show live. Bye for now.